Good morning, welcome and welcome back to Paper Paint and Spaceships. It is December 16th. Yesterday, I didn't get a whole lot of feedback. Everybody thought that Follow the Water was very interesting, but I think Frostbite is more usable, was the consensus. So today we are going to talk about previous Inkvents. So in 2019, we had Season's Greetings. It is a dark teal with a little bit of sheen. In 2021, should have gotten this open, but no, I did not. In 2021, we have Vintage Copper, which is like ancient copper, but with shimmer. So it is a kind of rusty red with, we're going to say that it's copper shimmer, even though it looks kind of gold, just because that makes the most sense, don't you think? In 2022, then, we have Serendipity, which is another teal, another dark teal with red sheen. And in the middle, there is copper or rose gold shimmer. So that's a fun one. In 2023, we have right here, we have Merry and Bright, which is a bright green with a silver or pale gold shimmer. It's very merry, very bright. All right. In 2024, let me just make sure with my little open, I have last year's planner open next to me, and I just want to make sure that I'm not racing ahead on accident. Last year's was Tundra, which is this really nice pale purple brown. Kind of reminds me of a slightly paler Seize the Night. Last year's Colorvent was Eclipse Silence, which, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not, I mean, this is just black. It is black with black sheen. If you have not seen a total solar eclipse, I cannot overstate how much you should try and see a total solar eclipse. Oh my gosh. It, I think it rewired my brain. Okay, so next is opening the box. So today we have a couple of predictions, which I'll get to once I find the door. So our predictions today, we have a red sparkle. Somebody thinks it's going to be green, and then somebody is holding out for orange. Ooh. Based on the name, Ruby Taffeta, I think sparkle may be, yep, it is a chameleon. So that looks like it is going to be a red and gold. We're going to go ahead and get this all shook up. And there we go. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. And then rinse it just a little bit. And then smush. Oops. Time for smush. Okay. There we go. And wipe that off. Ooh. It is so bright. I don't know where the blue came from. It was on the other side. Shake it up again. What is the name of this? Ruby Taffeta? Sure is. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Ruby. Here's spell taffeta. 1 T. Woo. Okay. We will close that up. I'm a little worried about that spot, but we will deal with that when we do the next ink. Okay. So bringing this out, shake it up again, and time to swatch. I'm congested this morning, so I'm trying not to breathe too heavily in the microphone. But yeah, that it looks like it may have a little bit of green or gold sheen, but mostly it is this green gold shimmer. Moving on. This is drying really nicely. Except let's see if I can get this up. Okay. So, on to Colorvent. Woo, woo, woo. Colorvent. Box 16 is down here. The predictions for Colorvent, we have a gray polychromatic, which I agree, that would be really nice. And then 2 reds. So let's see if the gray or the reds have it. Polar night. In a season without sunrise, the sky rests under overlapping purples and pinks. I think this is a purple. I think this is a light purple with pink undertones. So I don't know what to do. I still don't know what to do about that blob, but we must go on. So I will probably just go up here and then do my best. See? Oh yeah, that is super pale. It is extremely pale. Huh. I hope it darkens as it dries. What is this, Polar Night? As always, it's just a little bit more legible in the flex nib, but it puts down a pretty fair amount of ink when it writes. I'm gonna try and get this clean. But yeah, you can see as it's drying, it is overall purple, but you've got a little bit of pink on the insides. Let's see if we can. That's going to be hard. Let's move on and try and figure out which paintbrush is going to be less of a problem. I think the big one. So clatter, clatter, clatter. First, we're going to move this, and then we'll do swatch. All right. So I'm going to let that dry. I worry that I maybe put too much. That's fine. We're just going to try and get it to pool on the top there. And we'll set that over there. And we'll bring this back. We will try and dab up any pools. As light as it is, that doesn't mean that it is less of a pool of liquid. And we have given most of it its best shot. So this definitely darkened from how it went on the paper. However, I don't know that this is really a practical ink, and I'm gonna try, maybe I don't move that light. Maybe I move this light. Like, this a really, maybe I just leave this light here. This is really great. You can see that like it pushes the blue out to the edge, and it's really almost fluorescent. Like, that is kind of an interesting effect. But yeah, it definitely is very pale. Let's just take a look at this with the deeply overhead light. It is really shiny. So, all right. Well, thank you for sticking with me today. If you have a preference between these two, let me know which one you like, and let me know what you think tomorrow is going to be.